Hi Aquarius, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of October 25th to the 31st, 2021. Thank you so much for joining me. Just cleansing the energy here as we get ready to finish up the month. But we're going to keep this simple. Keep in mind it's general. We're going to start by pulling a message or two from the Halloween Oracle deck. 'Tis the season, of course, you know, in spirit of the season. Struggle as I say that, but then we're going to pull one message as the overall focus for the week from the Green Witch Oracle deck. And then we'll pull the main part from the Gilded Tarot Royale deck, excuse me, and further clarify with the small everyday, okay? So for those of you who are concerned about the audio, I did order a microphone for the channel. Just ended up being the wrong compatibility. Not compatible for what I use to record. So I have another one coming. Just want to get these out for you as soon as possible, okay? Bear with me though, making changes. One more I feel the need to do. For my lovely Aquarians to begin this weekly read, not taking them. For the upcoming week, the 25th to the 31st of October, for Aquarius. Might be a little bit uptight this week for whatever reason. Because of the future, okay? And so we'll pull some small everyday tarot for that, but let's first pull the Green Witch card for the focus. One more shuffle. For my lovely Aquarians, what's the overall focus for the week? You might also be feeling quite serious this week. Grounding, okay? With an underlying focus on your positivity and potentially some clarity, okay, coming in this week. I mean, with the future card, that would make some sense. But let's see what we have for this future card. What do we have for the veil future for Aquarius? Six of Cups. So it feels like through memories, you're getting clarification on the future. It feels like you don't understand a lot, some failures or some successes that came to be from the past. And it's going to sort of help you understand why you're going back to something or why something is coming to be, right? It feels like the universe has this blindfold on you when it comes to where your career is going, when it comes to where your love life's going. It could be more than one area, but it could also just be one if you feel a little left in the dark in that sense. With the Hierophant, the Hangman, and the Judgment, it feels like it's a week where in order to ground yourself, you're going to have to release certain judgments on oneself, maybe certain old habits. With the Hierophant, you need to readjust your day-to-day schedule, okay? Re-examine it and ask yourself what needs to be changed in order to feel more grounded, right? Some of you need to adjust your perspective on the amount of abundance you have coming in, moving forward. I feel like a lot of you don't expect to have love in your future. Some of you just feel as if you're not meant to have a successful career situation. And it feels like the universe is going to do everything they can to keep the mystery alive to a certain extent, while some clarity does come in, but to get you to sort of adjust your perspective and hope for and expect the best, okay? Because it feels like you have a lot of options to sort through this week and moving forward, okay? So let's, because again, it's a huge focus this week. There is a huge focus on you needing to ground yourself mentally, physically, emotionally. Feels like meditation and exercise will be truly important for you at this time, okay? Let's do some shuffling. Pull the main part of the reading. For my lovely Aquarians to continue this weekly read for this upcoming week. Okay, got the Four of Cups flying out. It feels like the universe is going to communicate with you this week in a multitude of ways that you know what's right for you and what's not at this point for the most part. You know, it's you just needing to look within and trust what you already know and have gained over time. And like at times you kind of want somebody to choose for you. I mean, at other times you know what's best for you and you go for it or don't. But it's like, we'll clarify it in just one second. You're being pushed to sit back in your throne and wait for the right option, okay? Again, it feels like you have enough to select from, you know? And it may not feel like that at all times, but you do, okay? With the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, I feel like you do prioritize your career, your money, but it feels like there is this underlining focus mentally and emotionally on your love life. You know, also with your career, do you love what you do? Okay. Some of you may be feeling the need to switch up all areas of your life. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There's an option coming through for your career. Okay. Whether it's a side hustle, whether it's an option to revamp or progress your business. It could just be a job in general, whether it's full-time or part-time. It's not going to leave you to your happily ever after, to your financial stability, okay? And you need to be able to recognize that right off the bat. Look within, very King of Swords vibe. Trust what you've known, what you've gained over time when it comes to the ups and downs within your jobs, okay? The career choices you've made. You'll know if you look within and trust that gut feeling, especially if you feel a huge sense of anxiety come over you when you go for an interview or when you meet somebody or you get that opportunity offered to you. It's not going to be a comfortable situation for you. And how do you expect yourself to produce the best quality work, to have a quality future with that career choice if you're getting anxiety just in the beginning? Some of you, it might just be more so the interview process or whatever, but it feels like it's a message from your system, from your body. Trust it, okay? The world. Just like Taurus, I feel like your world is truly changing in a lot of ways, okay? I have Aquarius in my chart, so I understand you. At times you want to overthink things. At times you want to be overly analytical. But it's as if you need to just kind of go with the flow at this point while trusting what you've gained and learned over time once again, okay? What do we have for this World card? Queen of Pentacles, and there's this sort of calm confidence about you, or that you're being pushed to take on at this time when it comes to the fact that your world is changing, okay? And it feels like a lot of changes are taking place so you can feel more successful, so that you can be surrounded by the right type of people who deserve you, so that you can sort of dance with life in this beautiful way, as I'm drawn to this imagery right here. It feels like a lot of people have taken advantage of you, or you just have been put in situations that were learning opportunities. You know, you grew from it, but it was just like, I could have done so much better than that, you know, but taking all the lessons and being grateful for all of which, right? Feeling as if there's part of you that just wants to spend time alone, okay? And it's understandable, and you may have a lot of opportunities to do so, but when you have opportunities to change your world in the sense by meeting new people, socializing, reconnecting with people, do so, okay? It feels like you want a love life, but you don't at times want to put in the effort. I totally get it. I totally get it. For those of you who are committed to somebody in a relationship, it feels like you want that progress in your relationship, but at times want them to put in more effort. That's the vibe I'm getting. But it feels like your world's changing in both love, career, your home life, you know, it just feels like everything's kind of being adjusted by the universe, all right? And it feels like you've been sort of, the fire was lit under your ass recently in the past couple of weeks to sort of initiate some of these changes. The King of Cups. So that's the second king. I kept this one out for whatever reason, all right? A huge focus on your masculine side this week, feeling very mature, feeling very stern, okay? Serious, focused. The Tower, all right? So there's a focus on something that's coming to an end. For some of you, it's the end of an old day-to-day routine, week-to-week routine, whether it's been more relaxed recently or you've been working from home more. You're about to work in a, you know, office setting or a different setting moving forward. You know what I mean? Or it could be vice versa. It just feels like your routine is being switched up by the universe for the better of your grounding, okay? You're going to feel more satisfied. I see a lot of you Aquarians watching a lot of tarot readings, okay, or getting one for yourself or pulling your own cards. With the King of Swords coming out, which I've mentioned multiple times, or at least once, there's just this focus on you being a bit anxious. And it could be the switch to your routine, just what's changing, or spirit in the universe sort of highlighting a tower moment from the past. You may find that revisiting an opportunity that you once left behind or you once parted ways with, whether that's a friendship, a love, past lover, a past job, a past area that you once lived in. It's going to vary from case to case. It might feel like you're revisiting a lot and it's bringing up a lot of past emotions, or you might find that certain secrets or certain things you didn't once understand are now coming to the surface, okay, with this clarity card. And we also have refinement. Very interesting. Feels like it's truly a time when you're being pushed to once again refine your routine, refine what works for you. You know, you've changed, you've grown over time up until this point. And so it's time for you to do what's right for you and to sort of be honest with oneself, what needs to be changed and adjusted, including my own habits, so I can live a more positive lifestyle, a healthier lifestyle, you know, towards success. But don't be surprised if there's certain points this week where emotions translate as a bit of anxiety, okay? I'm being told to watch your caffeine intake, but for some of you, you need it given you don't sleep enough. Knight of Pentacles. What do we have for this Knight of Pentacles? The Nine of Wands and the Three of Swords. Okay, so something's moving slowly in the progression of it getting off the ground, and it's giving you it's kind of made you a bit emotional recently, or it's sort of resurfacing to a certain extent. For some of you with this Nine of Wands, it's coming through as you entering the weekend, feeling a bit wounded, right, from all that you've had to overcome, deal with in the past week or couple weeks, feeling as if you have more going on behind the scenes than you tell people, you know, whether it's your spiritual connection giving you issues or lack of sleep, you know, they could be connected. It just feels like maybe some personal habits, you know, some negative self-talk, whatever it ends up being for you, it could just be an immense amount of anxiety, right? But whatever you're sorting through behind closed doors or just without sort of vocalizing it to all of the people in your life or on social media, whatever the case may be, it feels like you're just moving a bit slowly when it comes to the weekend, feeling a bit wounded, just needing to recover. I'm seeing the Star card in my mind's eye. I need to keep that hope alive as you go through a bit of healing at this point in the week for whatever reason. Queen of Pentacles, okay? Certain memories that pop back up might just remind you of a more emotional period in your life or a time when people did you wrong. Give yourself more credit. You've been through a lot, okay? Two of Wands. And so a lot of you will be thinking thoroughly about the work you're producing, whether it's an online business, within your work environment, could be for your art, but all the meanwhile, you can't help but think about how you long for more, okay? Some of you being like, I know this is starting to improve, you know, the progression of your business or whatever you're working towards, but it's like, I still think I deserve more attention, more progress, more, better statistics at this point, right? Some of you have your own YouTube channel or something of the sort. Feeling like people do notice, but not enough in comparison, and need to not compare yourself to others and their progress up until this point, okay? I feel like it's going to be a very spiritually connected week for a lot of you. The King of Cups again, making yourself emotional at times, especially towards the end of the week, when you're supposed to be going through an immense amount of healing, and allow yourself to simplify things and take on a very whatever happens, happens kind of approach, and I'll just go with the flow and adjust from there, okay? Queen of Swords, you may at points throughout the end of the week feel a bit feisty or just be pushed to reevaluate a lot, you know? This could come in handy when it comes to, once again, readjusting your routine and your habits, but also when it comes to other people and situations in your life, when people are popping back up from the past to reconnect, you know, being honest with yourself and asking yourself, who is a toxic energy and who hasn't changed, right? Or what situation is not healthy for me in one way, shape, or form. A lot of you overwork yourself, okay? Just being completely honest with yourself at the end of the day, okay? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. I hope you have the most amazing week, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.